Hi, this is Bob Roepke again. We're talking to Al Norby. Al is the Executive Director of Love in the Name of Christ of all of Carver County, right?
Now,
Carver
yeah.
County,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
right. And Al can talk about that change here in a bit, but Al's a co-captain on this project. And Al, why don't you just talk to us why you look at this as being an important effort to be involved with from your own perspective, what it
Well,
means to you.
yeah, no. Thanks, Bob.
Oh, yeah,
The DNA of Love Inc., like a lot of charitable organizations, is to give back,
right,
and to serve.
right.
And the premise of Christmas in May this year in September
Uh-huh.
is service and communities coming together. And there's nothing greater than when you have people choosing to give back to their neighbors
Yeah,
who maybe can't support themselves in certain ways. And
right.
this is a great example of what that looks like.
That's kind of the mission of love in the name of Christ, right?
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Can you talk a bit about your organization and uh, what it consists of? You've done some expansion here recently, and just
Yeah.
help the community understand.
Essentially, Love in the Name of Christ, Love Inc., as we're commonly referred to, is mobilizing churches to meet felt needs in the community that aren't maybe otherwise being met.
Right.
Families that might need diapers for their little ones, or they might need a bed. They moved into the area and they don't have any furniture. They give us a call and we help them out. Or maybe there was an apartment fire or a house fire and they can't refurnish their new place. We come alongside and help people that way. I liken it to, you and I go to Target and we drop $100 and we come home with Q-tips and toilet paper and not a whole lot to show for $100 doesn't get you far with living essentials, right?
Yeah.
And Love Inc. can provide some of those living essentials for people in Carver County who need it, and that frees up their funding to maybe do something
Right.
else for their family, like food or heat or a copay for a
Right.
child's visit to the doctors, things
Right.
like that.
Right.
So.
And in the process, you'll work to transform lives where you can and where the opportunity presents itself.
Of
And,
course,
yeah.
of course. We preach compassion first, then transformation.
Yeah.
And so when we love first, unconditionally, that sets in motion the transformative experience for people, both on the receiving end and on the giving end.
Yeah.
It's something for everybody.
Right. And this really represents an action that supports the words that you're talking about, doing a
Yep.
day like today.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, seeing the volunteers from all over Carver County
Right.
and Chaska,
Yeah.
including the kids from the football team here in Chaska.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's just working together, and I haven't heard anybody complain about anything other than we need more rakes.
Yeah, right. So you've expanded the footprint of
Yes.
Love Inc., right?
Yeah. So formally, for the first 15 years, it's been Love Inc. of Eastern Carver County, serving primarily families in Chaska, Victoria, Carver, and Chanhassen in District 112.
Right.
And recently, we've recruited 8 more churches in the District 110 area, which is Waconia,
Yep.
and some outlying areas. And
Uh-huh.
so we're excited to be able to support phone calls from families that are outside of District 112.
Right.
Carver County is as you know, changing, and as we increase in population, so will the needs.
Right.
And we want to continue to provide kind of that ongoing support
Right.
for people that struggle.
Right.
So,
Well, it's great. It's great work that Love Inc. is doing. How many member churches are there
right now we have 33 churches that
Okay.
have said, hey, we want to be available, we want to pool our resources, we want to provide, whether it's funding or volunteerism, and of course open arms to clients who call. And 80% of the callers that we get at our helpline say that they're not connected to a faith community.
Right.
That's a lot of people who
Right.
don't have maybe a natural support system that those who are a part of a faith community get to experience.
Right.
So we get to provide that with them,
Yeah.
whether it's related to their background or not, or they just
Right.
want to explore something new.
Yeah.
And so,
Very cool.
yeah.
And it's all about a servant's heart, isn't it? In terms of trying to instill that, trying to demonstrate that,
Yeah.
and show that through our actions.
Right.
And hopefully that can. I mean, if you talk about community, isn't that a big part of what community
Right.
service, like you're talking about, in the servant's heart?
There's certainly no expectation of our clients to do anything in return to the faith communities or to Love Inc. or
Yeah.
to the city of Chaska or the county of Carver. But I tell you what, it's pretty rewarding. You talk about transformation. When you see a a former client or a current client show up to volunteer at something because
Amen.
they want to give back.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's that cycle of life in community together is
Right.
some days we need to receive and some days we need to give.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
great to see that.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah.
And that is a great example,
Yeah.
of giving back,
Yep.
I've been helped, I can help.
That's right.
It's a
That's
two-way
right.
street.
And there's nothing too big or small.
No.
Help is help, and our intent is what drives that. And
Right.
when there's a servant and a selfless and unconditional love behind that,
Right.
that's where transformation gets the seed of
Fueled,
transformation
yeah.
gets planted as we're working on a garden right now.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
So we invite the community. I mean, to be part of this kind of effort, right? To explore Love Inc. Volunteering opportunities with Love Inc. or support of Love Inc. Right?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
We tell the community, we invite the community to participate, right? Yeah. Well, good. I think hopefully we can help provide a bit of an understanding about love in the name of Christ and what they do, what it's all about, and why you're here and participating.
Yeah.
And I think your words were outstanding.
Happy to be here.
So hopefully you continue to get a good response. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
appreciate
bet.
it.
Thank you.